If you come from a Judeo-Christian tradition, chances are you've never viewed the Bible through the lens of parapsychology, and that's completely understandable. The very idea might feel, at first glance, like a mismatch. But what if you looked again, not through eyes of doctrine, but through the lens of possibility? When we speak of the psychic, we often picture mystics and mediums, crystal balls and tarot cards. Yet, if we peel back the layers of ancient scripture, we begin to notice something striking. Stories filled with dreams, visions, prophecies, accounts that when viewed through a different lens, align intriguingly with what some might call psychic phenomena. Let's begin with the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah is one of the most revered voices in the Old Testament. He spoke of things yet to come with stunning accuracy. Empires rising and falling, cities reduced to rubble, and the coming of a Messiah. These weren't just poetic musings. They were detailed visions of the future, many of which unfolded just as he foretold. From a parapsychological standpoint, one might suggest that Isaiah was channeling a form of precognition, a psychic ability to perceive events before they occur. Of course, this is not an attempt to redefine Isaiah or strip him of his sacred stature. If calling Isaiah a psychic feels like it leans too close to blasphemy for your taste, think of this instead as an alternate frame, not a conclusion. We're not rewriting scripture, we're reinterpreting patterns through the lens of curiosity. Consider another figure, Joseph, the beloved son of Jacob and Rachel. Joseph's story reads like a tapestry of the mystical. As a young boy, he dreamed of sheaves of wheat owing to his own, of stars and moons kneeling before him. When he shared these dreams with his brothers, their envy boiled over into betrayal. They sold him into slavery. But his story didn't end in the pit. Joseph's ability to interpret dreams would later catch the attention of Pharaoh himself. In one pivotal moment, Joseph deciphered the ruler's troubling dreams, warning of 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of devastating famine. His insight helped Egypt prepare, ultimately saving countless lives. From a parapsychological angle, this might be viewed as clairvoyance, clear seeing, the psychic reading of patterns hidden to most. Joseph's dreams were not mere figments of the subconscious. They were windows into reality before it unfolded. And he is not alone. Take the prophet Daniel, for instance. Daniel was renowned for interpreting dreams and visions with accuracy so remarkable that even the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar bowed in awe. In one dream, the king saw a massive statue made of various metals, each representing a different empire. Daniel not only described the dream without being told, but also interpreted its layers, predicting the rise and fall of successive world powers with eerie precision. From a psychic perspective, Daniel's gift aligns with both clairvoyance and remote viewing, as he accessed knowledge beyond time and place. Then there is Jeremiah, often called the weeping prophet. Jeremiah's prophecies were not always welcome, but they were disturbingly accurate. He warned of Jerusalem's destruction, the fall of the temple, and the exile of his people, visions so bleak that he was mocked, imprisoned, and even threatened with death. Yet every warning he gave came to pass. Was this divine insight? Certainly. But one could also see in Jeremiah the mark of a powerful intuitive, someone who felt the future like a storm on the horizon, unavoidable and true. Scripture is filled with instances that parallel psychic concepts. Visions of angels, glossolalia, commonly known as speaking in tongues, miraculous healing, and moments of divine communication that transcend time and space. Whether one labels these spiritual gifts divine intervention or parapsychological phenomena is perhaps less important than recognizing their shared theme, a deep human longing to connect with something greater, something unseen, something beyond. Let's be clear, none of this is intended to challenge or undermine faith. It's simply an invitation to ponder, to explore, to view ancient stories through a wider aperture. And if any of this feels like it clashes with your beliefs, you are welcome to set it aside. No harm done. But if your spirit stirs with curiosity, then take this as an offering. Evidence that the mysteries we ponder today, intuition, foresight, healing, are not new. They've been with us, whispered in the sacred texts, dreamed by prophets and shepherds alike. In the end, the fascination with the psychic and the paranormal is not a modern quirk. It is part of our collective heritage, echoing from ancient scrolls to present-day wonder. Far from a passing fad, it is a thread that continues to weave through the human experience, inviting us to question, to seek, and to believe in the unseen possibilities just beyond the veil. Come discover and develop your abilities with us.
This is 190 Vision. We help you come home to yourself, to get aligned, awakened, healed, and transformed.